Think beyond traditional business banking. Think a partner that gives you in-depth financial insights.
It's not been easy running a business in the last few months, with power cuts halting conveyor belts, stripping Wi-Fi, and shutting lights out in offices. Does one rethink their day-to-day operations, throw the towel in, or are there accessible, affordable solutions within reach? Mark, thanks for joining us.
Thank you.
Let's start getting a snapshot of where we are at the moment before we seek some solutions. The Netbank Insight report gave us an indication of how small businesses, especially in the townships, are experiencing intensive power cuts. How severe is the situation?
This is beyond severe, it's beyond dire. This is a crisis. And we're seeing it in the reports that are coming out. The Insights report crystallized what was going on. And whilst we knew it, it was most probably somewhere in the back of our mind, we know it's bad and life goes on type thing. But it's really got to a stage where businesses are struggling. One of the insights in the report is that the businesses that were operating before COVID and before this spate of latest load shedding and that, 66% or 2/3 of them are no longer in business. Now you wipe out that out of the township economy, out of small businesses, and your GDP, which is made up of 6% of small business economic generation, that you wipe that off your economic report. And it's things that those business people are really struggling. They have cash flow issues. How do they keep the doors open? And the solutions are not as readily available to them as it is maybe to a larger business or somebody that's in a business that is constantly running, because these solutions do cost money. And there are ways of getting around it, but those businesses are already on their knees. And this situation, I'm not sure how much longer it can continue. We're going to have to find solutions.
And it's interesting how those impacts differ across sectors. I was saying that a car wash, for example, may not need Wi-Fi, but they will need the pumps to work. A bank, a consultancy firm would have problems of a different kind. So it goes to show that those businesses would seek different solutions, although the problem is the same.
Yes, very much so. They seek solutions, and often the solution is for one thing, and that's energy. Sometimes it's water, or whatever the case may be, as the systems break down. But we tend to look at which businesses are electricity or energy intensive and see how we can assist them first.
Many businesses would think that it's out of the affordability reach. Does that require a certain sense of introspection? Is it really the case?
Because you are generating your own electricity, you can use those savings to pay for the electricity. You've just got to structure it correctly, and you've got to be judicious on how much additional electricity are you wanting to put on. If you want to go off the grid, it's going to cost you far more if you just want sufficient panels to charge batteries to see you through the dark hours or whatever the case may be.
This can be discouraging, Mark, the current power crisis. But is there a horizon that appears to be bright somewhere along the line for businesses to continue trying their luck?
In most of my presentations, when I talk to people, I go through all the issues that are there, and it really seems all doom and gloom. And then there's one slide where I say, but don't waste a good crisis. There's always opportunity. And maybe businesses that are going to survive are the agile ones that look at what they're currently doing and saying, this may not be the way forward. Maybe I should need to look at something else. There's always an opportunity. Think of electricity. So many young people are now going into a solar installation, solar vendors, all those kinds of things, getting the qualifications. A whole new industry, well, it's been with us for a while, but it's now attracting a totally different interest. So don't waste a good crisis. And it sounds very glib from somebody who works in a bank and gets paid a salary and all those things. But we also can't operate unless there's an economy to operate in.
This program is in partnership with Netbank Commercial Banking, a banking partner that thinks bigger to guide your business growth.